Welcome to Aspen Yoga. My name is Stacy. For today's chair yoga, we are going to work on our hips and our hamstrings. So what you're going to need for this class is a bolster. If you do not have a bolster, just grab some blankets, a chair, no wheels, preferably no arms. So a nice steady chair. Gather everything that you will need. Meet me back on the mat for our chair yoga, hamstrings and hips. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and start in our chair. You can move your bolster to the side a little bit so it is out of our way. We are going to start sitting tall in our chair. So as you sit in your chair, I want you to stay away from the back of your chair. So I don't want you to lean into the back of the chair. I want you to use those core muscles to sit up nice and tall. Feet are firmly planted flat on the floor. Start with your hands on your knees. Palms can be open, nice and tall to the ceiling. And let's start with some nice deep breaths here in mountain pose. As we inhale here, feel your abdomen and your chest. And as you exhale, your shoulders relax, your spine is tall. Inhale here. And exhale. Good, inhaling. Exhale, let's take your arms into play, inhaling up. Exhale down. Good, up tall. Take a gander at the ceiling and exhale, head comes down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Last one, up tall and down. Good, rolling those shoulders back, hands on your thighs, round your back for cat. And as you look up, put a sway in the back for cow. Here's our side view, round the back for cat. Look up, put a sway in that back for cow. Good, coming into cat and cow. Two more, cat here. And cow. Last time cat. And cow. Good. Coming back to that neutral spine, I want you to draw some circles. So keeping your sit bones, you can put your hands on your hips and feel really from your belly button up. That's what's going around in a circle. Good. Let's switch directions. Good. Warming up the middle part of our torso here. Good. Last one. And back to the center. Good. I want you to sit a little bit farther towards the edge of your chair, but always staying stable. I want you to pick one knee up to your chest and bring it down. And then we're just going to alternate. So we're marching, but we're giving a little hug as well. March and hug. Good. We're going to do one more on each side, and then we're going to hug and hold it. Good. This time as we hug and hold, draw some circles. And circles the other way. Good. Back to the center. Circle the hips. So just hold those knees and then circle the round. Good. Circle the other way. So you might find it easier to hold on to your knee if you interlace those fingers together. We stay tall, so we're not letting ourselves rock back into the back of that chair. And good. Back to the center. Other knee hugs up. We start with some circles at the ankle. And circles the other way. Good. Circle that whole knee around. So we're getting some movement into the hip. And circle the other way. last one. Good. Coming back up. Nice and tall. Inhale here. Exhale. Good. Staying at the edge of your chair if you need to adjust. I want you to plant your foot, so side view here, plant that foot in front, or it may be easier to turn to the side, hinge forward at the waist. And as we hinge forward at the waist, your hand goes on your opposite knee, toes to the ceiling, hinging forward. The farther forward I hinge, the more I'm going to feel it in the back of my leg, which is my hamstrings. You may feel it in the back of your knee or your calves, depending on how tight you are. Nice deep breaths here. Just a few more seconds. We're going to hold this. And then we're going to switch sides. So come on up. I'm going to turn to the other side. Sometimes it's easier if you turn sides because you can drop that leg off of the chair. It's a little bit more comfortable. Plant that heel, toes pull towards you, hinge forward at the waist. Nice deep breath. One side may be a little bit tighter than the other, so maybe you feel it more in your calf, which means you have tight calves and tight hamstrings. So it just depends here. Just a few more seconds here. Good. Go ahead and come on up. Good. Coming back to the center. Figure 4. I want you to cross your ankle over your thigh, hand on the knee and the ankle, and you're just going to hinge forward. Now, as we hinge forward here, you're going to feel a stretch in the hip of the knee that is crossed. Now, you can stay here or you can take your arms and elbow to knee, elbow to ankle. Nice deep breaths. We're going to stay here a minute. So get comfortable. You are in control. So you can back off a little bit. You can fold forward a little bit. How do you feel? How does that hip feel? So getting a nice stretch here. Good. You are almost there. Good. Coming up. Switching sides. Across that ankle, over the thigh, hand on the knee, and the ankle hinge forward at the waist. Kind of see how you feel here. Remember, you can put those arms across if you like, whatever's most comfortable. I do want you to stay away from using your upper body, so the movement, the stretch is going to come from me hinging forward, not pressing down at all. This is just to keep everything stable. So we're going to hold here for about another 10 seconds as we breathe through. Good. Come on up. Good. Shake those legs out a little bit. Let's just do some walking. So we're going to walk out and walk in. Walk it out and walk it in. Just a few more here. Just heel toe your way out, working on the range of motion, really, of your knees, your ankles, and into those hips. We're going to stay out here. Go ahead and place one hand on each knee, and we're going to drop the shoulder. So we're going to drop and look to one direction, and then we're going to drop and look to the other. Good. Coming up just nice and slow here. And up, drop and look. And up. Good. One more time each side. And up. Drop. And up. Good. Bring those feet back together. Good. Next up is a hip flexor stretch, which is right in this little crease, turning sideways, right in that little crease. So I want everyone to turn sideways for me. And as you turn sideways, I want you can put one hand on the back of your chair, drop that other leg down so the knee comes to the floor. It does not have to touch the floor, but if you like, you can grab your bolster. I'm going to put mine this way, and you can let the knee touch the floor here if that's more comfortable. I really want you to get a stretch through the front of the hip. So if you have enough room, you can also place it, which is a nice support, on the ankle where I can see I have from the hip to the knee in line. So adjust as you need to here. From here, I'm going to open my arm up to the ceiling. So from my fingers to my knee, stretch up, drop the knee as you stretch. You're going to get a nice stretch through the hip flexor, which is right up here in front. Good. Maybe a little stretch in the quad too, which is that big muscle of the front of our leg. Good. Go ahead and bring that down. Switch sides using the bolster as you like. Again, you can rest your knee on the bolster, or you can bring it to your ankle, lower leg. Arm reaches up. Nice tight tummy, tall sky. Good. Relax those shoulders. Good. Bring that down. Nice job. Go ahead and take that bolster in front. So what you're using for your bolster, your blanket, I want you to bring the bottoms of your feet together, and I just want you to hinge forward a little bit. Nice deep breaths. Good, and coming back up. Now you can stay here in your butterfly. You can cross your legs in front. You can get rid of your bolster altogether. We're going to sit for a little relaxation. So hands are on your knees, palms can face up towards the ceiling. The reason we face our palms to the ceiling is that it sometimes prevents us from pushing against our knees and affecting any of our upper body. So it takes the upper body out of it if you feel like you shrug your shoulders a little bit. If you like, you can scoot back and sit back into your chair, and we're going to breathe. So as you take a deep inhale here and exhale. Inhale, feel your abdomen in your chest. Exhale, shoulders relax away from your ears. I want you to start at the top of your head. And as you start at the top of your head, I want you to feel all the muscles of your body relax as you make your way from the top of your head all the way to your toes. Falling down the top of your head, your forehead softens. The back of your head relaxes. Your jaw hangs open, relaxing the muscles of your neck. And as we come from our neck through our shoulders, I want you to imagine a waterfall. Water falling from your shoulders to those hands. So all the tension relax and melts out of your body. Those fingers are relaxed, your palms are open. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, relaxing your chest, your upper back, making your way to your abdomen, the middle of your back, your lower abdomen and your lower back. Staying tall, whether you're supported by the chair or you're sitting tall in your chair. Let's waterfall from our hips to our toes. So imagine a waterfall starting at your hips, making your way down your legs, past your knees, down the calves, the ankles, and out those toes. Flushing away any tension. Inhaling here. And exhale. And if you find you ever need to sit back in the chair, please do so, adjusting your hands on your legs. Take some time here with your thoughts, not thinking about to-do lists, but just allowing your body to relax, allowing your mind to wander. No stress or tension enters your thoughts. With each exhale, stress and tension melts out of your body. From your fingers to your toes, your arms and your legs, your body's relaxed. And as you inhale here and exhale, last time together, inhaling and exhaling. Good. As you flutter your eyes open, sitting tall, I want to thank you for joining me today as we work through our hips and our hamstrings. Again, my name is Stacy with Aspen Yoga. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you again next time.